do have Coach Willie Fritz from Tulane on the line. Tulane is 2-3 overall, 1-0 in the American. The Green Wave was in action last Friday against Memphis. Tulane won the game 40-24. Green Wave is back in action this Saturday at Cincinnati. That will be a noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central Time start on ESPNU. Coach, thanks for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to tie up the game against Memphis, please. And we expect to see as you take to the road to take on Cincinnati and continue league play.
Well, we played our best game of the year Friday night. I thought in all three phases, really played well defensively, limited explosive offense to 270-some-odd yards, got the stops where we needed to. Offensively, we started off well. We took the first drive, went down the field and scored, and then we scored on the next time we had it, and played with a lot of confidence, ran the ball for over 300 yards and threw the ball effectively. And I thought we did a good job in the kicking game. They're a tough team to kick it to because they've done a great job with their return game, but we did a nice job with coverage and limiting real good starting field position for them. So I was happy to see us play much better than we played the previous games. Cincinnati, undefeated, playing great, really doing a good job defensively, one of the top defenses in the country, and then offensively, they're a team that can run it, got a power run game, also there's some elements of the option, and throw the ball well, a real big football team, good size, length, offensive and defensive line, and just a very well-coached team, and they're playing with a lot of confidence right now. So, never been to Cincinnati. It looked like it's a really neat venue to play at, and we need to have a great week of practice.
Take questions for Coach Willie Fritz, please. Star 1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue, then the operator will introduce you.
We'll hear from Bill Bender with Sporting News.
Hey, Coach. I know you played Ohio State a few weeks ago, and I was just working on something on them. I was wondering, when you prepared for them, what was something that you prepared for during the week, but it became that much more amplified once you were on the same field with them?
I've played some pretty good teams. That's the best-looking team I've seen on the hoof. They're just really big and long, physical, play tough, play with great effort. Sometimes that's what makes them an elite team. Is sometimes elite teams don't play with the effort. That we saw that night against those guys. They really played hard, very physical. Nothing cheap. I'm not talking about that. Just a tough, hard-nosed football team with a bunch of talented athletes, and that was the main thing I noticed.
Well, and I was going to say, sometimes a team will play a team like that or in Alabama, and then the season can go off the rails. You guys obviously used it to your advantage. What was the biggest thing you told your team after playing a team that was at that level you spoke of?
Well, we played a tough schedule, so far. Probably one of the tougher ones in our conference, and it's a long season. You just got to keep prepping, every single week, and every week's a season. You got to put everything into it that you can. Talked about being an in-season hero and not an off-season hero. Oftentimes, guys are really good in January and February, March and April, May, June, July, August, but when you really need to focus mentally and physically during the season, the grind sometimes gets to guys. And I thought our guys really played with a lot of energy and passion on Friday night, and we were proud of that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have other questions for Coach Fritz, please? Star 1 on your keypad, if so. I'll throw the next one out. Would you maybe touched on it earlier, but would you call the game against Memphis the most complete game or complimentary game that you've had to date at Tulane?
Definitely this year by far. It was the most complete game we've had. We moved the ball really effectively, and I thought we got the stops. I think we had 8 quarterback sacks in the game. I think we had 6 for the season going into the game. So by far the most complete game we've had this season, and probably one of the better ones that we've had since I've been here at Tulane.
And then maybe a little deeper dive on Cincinnati, if you would. I mean, they're a team that they've already surpassed their win total from last year. Is there anything that you can point to from seeing them from last year to this year that you can attribute that improvement to?
Well, I'm sure the big factor is those guys being around each other for a year with the coaching staff. I thought they were very talented last year, and we played them really big offensive line. They got some dominating players on the defensive line. Just a really good, complete football team. Very, very physical. They're big into the run RPO game, and a quarterback can really throw it effectively. And if you don't do a good job of keeping leverage on him and pass rush or in the run game, he'll make you pay for it. Just a really talented team. I was very impressed with them last year, and I think sometimes that second year it really helps a team out with the understanding of what their the philosophy really is offensively, defensively, and kicking game.
Thank you for that, Coach. Do we have any other questions for Coach Fritz? Star one on your telephone keypad. Well, Coach, appreciate your time today. I look forward to hearing from you once again next Monday.